It's a little funny how normalized failure has become these days. We've all heard it before, it's okay to fail. Failure is a part of the process. You're going to fail. It's inevitable. While all of these things are true, you're going to fail. There is no way around it. You can try to avoid failure, but you're going to fail at some point. However, this doesn't mean deliberately go out there and fail. People have lost the meaning of it's okay to fail or failure is a part of the process. It is a part of the process. You can't escape it. You will fail. However, that doesn't mean you should embrace failure. That doesn't mean you should half-ass whatever you're doing, and then when failure comes, it's fine because failure is a part of the process. You should avoid failure like the plague. You should avoid it as well as you can, because when avoiding failure, when you do that, what tends to happen is you do your best. The key is to always do your best. If you fail despite doing your best, then it's fine. Then you've done your best, you've pushed your limits, and you've learned something new, right? Then it's okay to fail. Then failure makes sense. Then the next time you go out there and avoid failure by doing your best, maybe you fail again, but then the time after that, you'll most likely have figured it out. And that's the thing. Failure is okay to go through. You should be okay with failing. You shouldn't be afraid of failure. However, you need to understand that just because failure is a part of the process doesn't mean don't try hard enough or half-ass everything or just kind of go in it to wing it and not really try your best. Because that's just going to lead to definite failures over and over again, and you're never going to get anywhere. I feel like people have adopted this mindset and they don't even know what it means. They've heard, okay, it's good to fail, it's all right to fail, you learn a lot of things by doing so, and then they just go out there, try a bunch of different things, fail at each and every single one of them, and then they cope and tell themselves, well, it's just a part of the process, failure is just a part of it all. But that doesn't mean you should go out there and not try your best and then fail and then cope and then tell yourself, well, it's a part of the process. Failure is only okay if you've tried your best, if you've genuinely tried your best and you've iterated from past tries and you've done it again, you've tried again in a different manner, in a different approach, and you've truly pushed your limits. Then failure is all right. Now when you do the same stupid shit over and over again, you get shiny object syndrome, you go from one thing to another, you don't make anything work, you don't make anything stick, and then you tell yourself, well, failure is a part of the process, every successful person says so. It is, but only if you try your best. So please drop this mentality that I can fail as much as I want, it's fine, it's okay if I fail. Drop that shit. You're going to fail, but only embrace it as long as you've done your best. The way you do your best is by avoiding failure. By avoiding failure, you will automatically try, you will automatically push your limits and do your best to get to that next level. And that's how you do your best. Then you're probably still going to fail here and there, but not as often as if you just half-ass things. So change your framework around failure. Realize failure is a part of the process, but it should only be acceptable if you have tried your best. So this was just something that I wanted to bring up because, I've seen a lot of people, I've seen how normalized failure has become to the point where people don't even try. And then what happens is they quit because all they see is failure. But when you genuinely try your best, you're going to fail, as I've said, but it's not going to be as often. And it's not going to break your confidence to the point where you feel like quitting. You're going to see better results. You're going to fail less often. And it's just going to be better for your overall progress. But when you go in with a reckless mentality, it's never going to work. Because you're okay with failing at that point. You should be hard on yourself. If you fail, you should realize, okay, this is part of the process. It's fine to fail, but it still hurts. It needs to hurt. It needs to hurt in your soul. You need to feel that failure, like, fuck, I feel like a fuck up. I feel like a dumb piece of shit. How could I fail like this? And that's the kind of framework and that's the kind of mentality you need to have. Not, oh, well, I failed, it's fine, let's try again. No. Because if you have that mentality, then you won't try your best. You will half-ass it because you're okay with failing. It doesn't hurt when you fail. It doesn't hurt in your soul, deep in your heart. It doesn't hurt. You don't feel the pain. So therefore, when it happens, you won't care. On to the next challenge, on to the next thing. But when you genuinely take failure seriously and you avoid it like the plague, you will do your fucking best. And then when you still fail, it will hurt you deeply. You will become pissed off at yourself and at everything, but mainly yourself. And then the next time you will have less of a chance of failure. And that's the framework you need to have. So change the way you view failure, and I promise you will fail less often and you will achieve more. And as always, guys, I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.